what verse it is. So 25 is where we're going to camp for a minute, though, so y'all could go on over there. Moses, in Exodus 24, Moses goes up the mountain to meet the Lord. Right? He goes up the mountain, and the cloud covered the mountain. The glory rested on the mountain, on Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it for 6 days. And on the seventh day, God called Moses out of the midst of the cloud. Moses entered the midst of the cloud. Moses was on the mountain for 40 days and nights. Okay? That's just a little refresher. And if you haven't read Exodus, please do so. It will bless you. All right. So when Moses goes into the cloud, when God calls him in there to speak with him, the first thing out of God's mouth, the first thing he asked that man of God to do, it might shock some of you. He said, speak to the people and tell them to bring me an offering. That's what God said. The first thing, speak to the Israelites and take up an offering. And then he goes on to say, from every man who gives it willingly and ungrudgingly with his heart, take it. Reckon why he said that? Take it from those who are willing and not grudgingly. I don't think God wants it if you're going to be all snotty about it, right? That might be just my opinion there, but I don't think he would have put it in there, you know? He's pretty specific. All right. It got quiet. Y'all be all right. It'll be all right. All right. In verse 3, God asked for specifics also when he told the man of God to go to them and ask. He didn't really ask for the offering. He said, speak to them and tell them to bring it. Right? And listen to what God said to bring. Gold, silver, bronze, blue, purple, scarlet stuff, and fine twined linen and goat's hair. I mean, I don't know if goat's hair was like the happening thing in those days, but the other stuff sounds all right, you know? And he said, bring it to make me a sanctuary. Can you believe it? He was asking to build up the house of God. Well, the nerve. That's the way some people say it. The nerve of that man of God. Get up there and ask for such things. Right? I know y'all have heard it. Come on now. We're going to skip on to that. Come on, y'all. Y'all have seen the churches that are run down, falling apart, can't afford to keep the lights on, can't afford to keep toilet paper in the bathroom. Right? I've been in those establishments. I've seen them. While the liquor stores and the sex shops are all lit up like a Christmas tree. It's all right to give to those, right? That's acceptable. That's a stink in God's nostril, is what that is. Let's get on over to Exodus 35. All right. So Moses goes and he tells the Israelites. Can you imagine when God spoke to him? I mean, the Israelites have done nothing but complain the whole time they've been out. They have complained, and they have complained some more. And then God tells him, go tell them to bring me an offering. I could just see Moses now. What? Oh, my goodness. Do you know what they're going to act like? They're going to have a fit. I can hear the grumbling. Those who were willing, they brought their gifts. Why did God say the willing? Because he knew there was going to be some that would not be willing. He already knows. He knows if you're willing, and he knows those that are not. He knows those that always grumble. And then God gave Moses the instructions in the thick secret place. So I know this is a little bit heavier than the one this morning, but it's what God said to do. The pastors who stand up behind their pulpits and they minister the offering and they minister tithes, just know it's because God told them to do so. For some, it's probably not the thing that they would like to minister all the time. Why? Because there's those that grumble and complain about it. But if you're a true man or woman of God, you'll continue to do what God said to do, and you'll keep ministering, and you're going to keep pushing, you're going to keep pushing it, you're going to keep pushing it. Right? Because I'd rather be obedient than a people pleaser. Right? All right. I'm being obedient, y'all. So, now it did say, it goes on to say that those who were willing, I'm not going to leave you cut up. Those who were willing and those who were obedient and cheerfully they brought so much, and they brought in such abundance. And the house of God was full, and they had everything that they needed. Everything. It wasn't lacking. They brought more than God asked for. And he said, tell them that's good. That's good. Amen? I want to be that one that brings so cheerfully and so willingly that God can say, you know what? You've done a great job. I'm proud. Amen. You're doing good, daughter. You know, that's my heart. That's my heart. I don't do it to please anyone but Him. And that's what we want you guys to do. To bring it, purpose it in your heart. Do it cheerfully as unto God. Just as if God is speaking to you like on that mountain, in that secret place, just like He did to Moses. Be cheerful about it. Bring it from a pure heart and worship Him with it. Let it be a blessing to Him. Minister to Him. Okay? All right. Y'all, if you'll get us this song. If you need an envelope, Caleb.